Hi, this is Jan again. In this session, I want to show you how to use the test data that you've been generating with your tests. Therefore, as our test already has been ended, we go to the test scenarios and again search for our test that we have been setting up. Typing in a few letters in the search box reduces the list to the ones that we have created with these letters in the name. So to see the details that we have been creating, I switch on the details button. We see there have been two network controls on network edges to be surveying. We see the participating satellites in the lower left corner, and we see the parameters that we've been defining for the test. Above we see a list of runs. We can click on the view button to view the details of a particular run. So within the run, we see the duration of the test, which we can then see on the time scale as well. We have CPU performance values, we have network latency values, and we have I/O capacity values. More on this later. The CPU value is actually the megaflop value that has been measured by fast Fourier transformation. We're executing a fast Fourier transformation and calculating the number of steps or operations that have been measured, and we're executing it a couple of times. I mean, the time you have been giving in the creation of the scenario, in this case it was 50 milliseconds. And we calculate how often we can perform this Fourier transformation to get the megaflops. Here you see actually three different values. There is the base control, which is very relative good performing system. You see also the test server 1, which is having a couple of downsides, and we have the test server 5, which is continuously performing. We can also zoom in to see a bit more detailed on what's happening, what the values are. On the right hand side, the table also gives us a couple of statistical information, such as minimum, maximum, average, and the kind of standard deviation, which is actually to be revised because the standard deviation is not really applicable in this, but it gives you quality and understanding of the quality, the continuity with which the service is available. To switch back, you just double click on the image. You can see the performance wherever you like. You just zoom in wherever you want using your mouse. It's pretty simple to get an understanding and make yourself aware of what's happening in the different aspects. If you want, you can switch on and off different lines. For example, if you want to see the differences of the quality between these two services, you just switch off the irritating one, and you can simply see that the one is pretty continuously available around 460 megaflops, and this one is somewhere around 376 or 71, as we see it in the table. Which is a system that's already running a couple of services. So you also have to take into consideration that this is the free capacity of the system. With the network latency, we measure actually round trips. That's the message is generated by the test server 1. It's sent to 5, returned to 1. And therefore you can have an understanding of what the capacity available for sending this or the network latency between the two systems is. Here we see quite long network duration. I mean, around 60 seconds, that would be too much. Something around 20 seconds would be what we would have to be accepted or understood as a standard network performance. So also we have the I/O tab. I mean, the I/O tab is somehow showing us what we've been experiencing on the On the side, if I select, for example, a single line that is almost showing us when the CPU has not been available, the whole system was not available, more or less. So we were not really capable of executing something during the times the CPU has been down. So we see a lot of dependencies between these graphs. We can also change graphs, show different ones, and also here we can zoom in. For example, this we could generate an image from and send this image forward to our provider to say, hey, look, what actually has happened in these areas? Why do I have a bad performance? And use this to discuss further details. Well, I guess you will find out how to use this pretty much by yourself, because it's pretty simple. Just click around. You can't make any mistakes. Hope it helps you to get the best out of your infrastructure as a service solution, and looking forward talking to you either on the Q&A forum or on one of our next events. Thank you and bye-bye.